NBA Finals. Now, we've had conversations around winning a title before, players with the most to gain by winning a title right now. We've had the teams that have to take advantage of the opportunity, but now we have the individuals that are under the most pressure to win the NBA Finals now that their teams are in the championship rounds. And Smalls, I got to say, of all of my years of putting together power rankings on this show, this might be my crowning achievement. This might be the best power rankings that I've ever done.
What a tease.
Now, I'm all about under-promising and over-delivering, but I feel like we landed the plane with these power rankings.
Okay, let's get into
so
it.
as my accountability partner, I'm setting the bar high.
Okay.
And I expect the scrutiny on this to be on point.
I will judge you.
All right.
My white wig is on. The robes are ready. The gavel is here. Let's go.
Never had any problem judging.
No.
Can you really under-promise and over-deliver if you set it up like that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Checking in at number 5.
Number 5.
Tyrese Halliburton. Hallelujah. Let's go. The Indiana Pacers in the conference finals, having back-to-back trips to the conference finals. There's something to be said about what Tyrese Halliburton has done this postseason. When we start talking about the clutch players around the NBA, especially in the playoffs, Tyrese Halliburton has been right there with Jalen Brunson in terms of the guys that step up the most. I'm a big believer in competitive greatness, being at your best when your best is required. Tyrese Halliburton has certainly done that in the series against the Cavs. You're talking about this guy being down double digits several times in the second half of those games and finding a way to get his team on the winning side of it, dispatching of the team that had the best record in the Eastern Conference like it was nobody's business. The Pacers were in firm control of that series, and they left no doubt. Now, here's the thing. Indiana is the only team remaining that has a head coach with championship pedigree in Rick Carlisle, so I think that matters. And Tyrese Halliburton absolutely has to take advantage of it. They have all the requisite pieces. They've got Pascal Siakam, who's got championship DNA. They got a big man that can stretch the floor, that can also rim protect. They've got a lot of those twitchy 3-and-D guys. They've got guys in the backcourt that can help shoulder the load from him, but he has absolutely got to be the catalyst, and he has been so far this postseason. Indiana has been by far and away the best offense in the playoffs, and Tyrese Halliburton is a big part of why. But now I need him to do that on this stage when the lights are brightest and the pressure is the greatest. Tyrese Halliburton checking in at number 5.
I'm glad he's on the list. I'm glad he's low on the list because everything you just said is true, yet I think most people out there have them 4th when they're prognosticating who they think could win this.
Okay.
So pressure on him, but not as much pressure as potentially other people.
Evan?
I don't think anyone has any pressure, so let's do this at the end.
Okay.
What?
Next.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Ooh.
Seems like a tailor-made matchup for him in the conference finals. In 3 regular season games against Indiana, the Knicks went 2-1, and Towns averaged 30.3 points per game, 12 rebounds, 1.7 blocks on 46% shooting from 3 in 36.5 minutes played per game. This postseason has been a mixed bag for Towns. A couple of good games sprinkled in with a lot of no-shows. All his postseason averages are down from the regular season despite playing more minutes. The number 1 overall pick in his preferred place to play without the pressure of being the number 1 guy, he absolutely has to deliver. Keep in mind, the Knicks got rid of all NBA player Julius Randle and Nova Nick Dante DiVincenzo in order to get Towns. Those players are in the conference finals, too, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That adds another layer of pressure on Towns' performance from here on.
I wonder if you, at any part of your mind, thought about the Giannis stuff. I'm being serious. Stephen A. threw out there yesterday the idea of Giannis in New York because the pressure on Cat, theoretically, would be, is he a one-and-done player in New York if they are going to go after Giannis? Because wouldn't an incoming team like the Bucks want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns? Just throwing that out there. The pressure is to stay, win and stay in some ways with Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Number 3.
Front office basketball czar Sam Presti from the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've been here before. Supremely talented team with an MVP caliber talent just entering their prime. The team gets to the championship rounds ahead of schedule, only to lose as a prelude to breaking up the band. Nearly 2 decades later, as the top executive for the Sonics and the Thunder, and only 1 trip to the NBA Finals, 4 top 5 picks during his tenure, and 3 MVPs over the last decade, and not a lot of high-level winning to show for it. Since KD won his MVP in 2014, OKC has a grand total of 5 playoff series wins, including 2 this postseason. When are all of the draft picks and the savvy trades going to lead to a title? Sam Presti, we're waiting.
5 postseason wins, including 2 this year.
5 postseason series
wins. That's what I meant.
Correct.
Including 2 this year.
Yeah, since KD won his MVP in 2014. That is correct.
That is shocking.
Yeah.
For as dominant as they have been, you would expect more.
Sam Presti got a great reputation. Great reputation.
Wow.
Hadn't won a title. We're waiting.
He's the better version of Daryl Morey, and the same result so far. So far, you're right. You're absolutely right. He has not won a title, and at some point, proof of concept has to pay off relative to rings, not collection of great players.
He's been the guy for 18 years.
Wow.
18 years.
We forget how long it's been. That's crazy.
I mean, people have had children and graduated them from high school. They're in college now. No titles to speak of. Plenty of MVPs. But anyway, I digress. Next.
Number 2.
Anthony Edwards.
There he is.
Last postseason, he beat KD and Jokic. This postseason, he beat LeBron, Luka, and the Warriors. That all has to mean something, and the only way the path matters is if he wins a title. For the better part of a year, we've pointed to him as the potential face of the league post-LeBron James. He has the charisma, he has the game to be just that, but he has to pull it all together. The Wolves went out with a whimper in the conference finals against Dallas last season, losing in 5. This time around, Ant will be head-to-head with the league MVP in SGA while trying to beat the team with the best record in the NBA. If there was ever going to be a coronation of a new king, it's this series for Ant-Man.
It's time. It's time for him. We know he's capable of it. So many people want him to ascend to that level. You have to get to the finals. You have to win finals. And this is a big step for him. This is a chance for him to prove that he is who everybody thinks he can be.
All right. There can only be one number 1.
Number 1.
Tom Thibodeau.
Oh.
The coach that I'm always trying to fire along with Nick Sirianni. Tom Thibodeau, always a bridesmaid, never the bride. He's that person in a relationship that gets you through a rough patch, cleans you up, and makes you better, only to get canned in lieu of someone more attractive because you've leveled up.
Oh.
When Tibbs was hired, no one thought he would get the Knicks to the NBA Finals. How could you? The furthest he's ever gone in the playoffs is the conference finals once upon a time, a decade and a half ago with the Chicago Bulls. After a second-round ceiling in back-to-back postseasons, the front office went out and traded a total of 6 first-round draft picks along with other assets to get Mikal Bridges and Karl Anthony Towns. That wasn't just about beating the Boston Celtics. It was about a title, the very definition of win now moves. No Giannis, no LeBron, no Luka, no Jokic, no Tatum to contend with in the championship rounds. It feels like Tibbs has got to get this done for New York.
Wow. A couple names on here, Cece, that I think are missing.
Yeah, so that's the list. Those are the Canty Power Rankings, top 5 people under the most pressure to win the NBA Finals. Number 1, Coach Tom Thibodeau. Number 2, Anthony Edwards. Number 3, front office executive Sam Presti with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 4, Karl Anthony Towns. Number 5, Tyrese Halliburton. Smalls, you are my accountability partner. Any objections, any omissions?
I have one objection, one big omission. How is SGA not on this list? He's the presumptive MVP. His team was the best team in the NBA. They were 68-14 this year. They are the runaway favorites from Vegas to win this entire thing. Why is he not on the list?
Thought about SGA. Felt like Sam Presti was more pressing.
But in the wake of this, if Oklahoma City loses, we're not going to be relitigating Sam Presti and the job he did. We're going to be talking about SGA.
No, if Oklahoma City loses, we will be talking about what Sam Presti needs to do with all of those draft picks and the current players on this roster, who he needs to trade to go after Giannis. So to me, he is firmly in the crosshairs. SGA winning MVP, outstanding season. They've taken that next step, incremental improvement. I'm a big believer in that. But it will be the front office that's tasked with being able to get this team over the hump. That's why I say there's more pressure on Sam Presti to be right about holding on to those draft picks, holding on to all of these young players in order to compete and win a championship. Only problem is he's done that before, and it didn't work out. Evan?